Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into something that can be really, really helpful as you're adjusting to a new country and learning a new language.
Okay.
Meditation, I know starting over in a new place,
Yeah.
can be a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Even more so when you're tackling a new language
Yeah.
and navigating unfamiliar social situations.
Yeah.
Is like being dropped in the middle of a movie you've never seen before
Uh-huh.
and being handed a script in a language you don't understand.
That's a great analogy. It highlights the sensory overload and potential anxiety someone in this situation might feel.
And especially for those of you who might not have had the experience of traditional classrooms or group settings before the thought of speaking up or participating can feel really daunting.
Absolutely. Those feelings are completely valid.
So we wanted to explore meditation as a way to help you find a bit of calm and focus amidst all of that.
Yeah.
Kind of like creating your own personal pause button amidst all the newness.
Exactly. And the best part is you don't need any prior experience or fancy equipment. It's something you can do on your own, at your own pace.
Okay, so let's unpack this. What exactly is meditation? And how can it help someone in your shoes?
Well, at its core, meditation is about training your attention and awareness.
Okay.
It's like taking your mind to the gym. But instead of building muscles, you're building mental clarity, focus, and a sense of inner peace.
So not about twisting yourself into a pretzel.
Not unless you want to. And don't worry, you don't need to be a monk on a mountaintop or follow any specific religion to meditate. People from all walks of life have been practicing meditation for centuries, and there are tons of different techniques to try.
That's a relief. I was picturing like incense and chanting and all sorts of things I might not be ready for. So what are some of these different types of meditations?
Let's start with one of the most popular types, mindfulness meditation. Imagine you're sitting by a river, watching the water flow. You notice the leaves floating by, the ripples on the surface, the sunlight reflecting on the water. You're simply observing, without judgment, without trying to change anything.
Okay, I think I can picture that. But what does that have to do with, say, feeling less anxious about speaking up in class?
Well, think about it this way. When you're in a new situation, your mind might be racing with thoughts. What if I say the wrong thing? What if people laugh at me? Mindfulness helps you notice those thoughts without getting swept away by them. It's like acknowledging the leaves on the river without jumping in and trying to control where they go.
So instead of letting those thoughts control me, make me freeze up, I can just observe them and let them pass.
Exactly. You're developing the ability to detach from your thoughts and choose how you want to respond rather than reacting impulsively.
That makes sense. It's like creating a little space between me and my anxieties. So what if sitting still and watching my thoughts isn't really my thing?
Absolutely. Are there other options? Absolutely. There's focused meditation, where you concentrate on a single point of reference, like your breath. Simply notice the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out.
That sounds simple enough, noticing my breath. Kind of like how I might focus on my steps if I'm walking on a tricky path.
Yes. So I don't stumble. It's about anchoring your attention to something stable amidst the chaos, the busy mind. And if movement helps you focus better, there's movement meditation, which involves gentle forms of exercise like yoga or even walking. It's about finding that mindful awareness through movement.
Interesting. So I could be meditating while taking a walk around my new neighborhood.
Exactly. Two birds, one stone. It's about integrating mindfulness into your daily life. Now, there's another type I think you might find particularly helpful in this new environment. Loving kindness meditation.
Ooh, that sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
It's about cultivating feelings of warmth and compassion, first towards yourself, then towards others. You might start by silently repeating phrases like, may I be safe, may I be healthy, may I be happy, may. Then you can extend those feelings outward to others.
I see where this could be especially helpful for someone in a new place, maybe feeling a bit homesick.
Absolutely. Or isolated.
It's a powerful tool for cultivating a sense of belonging, connection, and understanding. It can help you feel more comfortable and confident in social interactions, which is essential when learning a new language.
It's like building a bridge of kindness between yourself and others, even if you don't share the same language or cultural background.
Precisely. And finally, there's mantra meditation, which involves repeating a word or sound, like Om, or even a word from your native language. That brings you comfort.
Oh,
like a little mental anchor.
Exactly. The repetition helps to quiet the mind. and create a sense of inner peace. It can be especially helpful when you're feeling overwhelmed
Mm.
or stressed. So as you can see, there's a whole spectrum of techniques to explore.
Wow, so many options. And it sounds like each type has its own unique benefits. But let's get real. What are the tangible benefits of meditation? Is it just about feeling calmer? Or is there more to it?
There's definitely more to it. Think of it like this meditation is like cross-training for your brain. It's not just about relaxation, although that's a great benefit. It can actually improve your mental fitness in ways that directly impact your ability to learn and thrive in this new environment.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about this mental cross-training.
For starters, meditation is a proven stress reliever. And let's be honest, moving to a new country and learning a new language is a pressure cooker of stress.
You're not kidding. There are days when I feel like my brain is about to explode with all the new information and experiences.
Exactly. Meditation helps you regulate your nervous system's response to stress. It's like turning down the volume on that inner alarm system that's constantly going off. And when you're less stressed, you're better able to focus, process information, and even think creatively.
So it's not just about feeling calmer. It's about actually equipping my brain to handle the demands of language learning more effectively.
Precisely. And studies have shown that meditation can improve cognitive function, meaning it can enhance your memory attention span and even your ability to learn new vocabulary and grammar rules. It's like giving your brain a supercharge.
Wow, that's huge for someone in your position trying to master a new language. It's almost like meditation could be your secret weapon for language acquisition.
It can definitely give you an edge. And here's another benefit that I think is especially relevant for you. Emotional regulation meditation helps you become more aware of your emotions and gives you the skills to manage them effectively. This can make a world of difference when it comes to handling the ups and downs of cultural adjustment and those inevitable moments of frustration or self-doubt that come with language learning.
I see what you mean. It's like instead of letting my fear of making a mistake paralyze me, I can acknowledge it, accept it, and move forward.
Exactly. You develop a greater sense of self-awareness and resilience. This can be incredibly empowering in social situations, especially if you're naturally shy or hesitant to speak up.
It's like building that inner confidence muscle. So how does someone who is completely new to meditation even get started? It all sounds a bit intimidating.
Here's the good news. You don't have to dive into the deep end right away. In fact, starting slowly is key. Even just a few minutes a week can make a difference.
Really? Just a few minutes? I thought I'd have to sit in lotus pose for an hour every day to see any results.
Not at all. It's much better to start small and build consistency. Think of it like learning a new language you wouldn't expect to become fluent overnight, right?
Definitely not. It's all about taking small steps and celebrating those little victories along the way.
Exactly. And just like with language learning, the key to success in meditation is consistency. Even if you can only spare 5 minutes a day, make it a non-negotiable part of your routine.
Okay, that feels doable. But where do I even fit those 5 minutes into my already busy schedule? And where should I even do it?
Great questions. First, find a quiet spot where you feel comfortable and can be alone without distractions. It could be your bedroom, a corner of your living room, or even a peaceful spot in a nearby park. The important thing is that it feels like a sanctuary for you. As for when to meditate, experiment with different times of day to see what works best for you. Maybe it's first thing in the morning to set a calm tone for your day during your lunch break to de-stress, or right before bed to wind down.
So no need to wake up at the crack of dawn or anything.
Unless you want to. The key is to find a time that feels natural and sustainable for you. And remember, it's about progress, not perfection.
What do you mean by that?
Well, your mind will wander. It's normal. Don't get discouraged if you find yourself thinking about your grocery list or what you're going to wear tomorrow. Just gently notice those thoughts and redirect your attention back to your breath or your chosen point of focus.
So it's okay to get distracted as long as I keep coming back to my focus.
Exactly. It's like training a puppy. With patience and consistency, it eventually learns to focus and obey commands. The more you practice, the easier it will become to quiet your mind and access those feelings of inner peace.
That's reassuring to hear. Takes the pressure off. Are there any other tips for making meditation easier, especially for someone who might be struggling with those feelings of shyness or self-consciousness?
Absolutely. Here's a powerful one. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you would offer a close friend. Remember, you're learning a new skill, and it takes time and practice to develop. And try guided meditations. There are tons of free apps and online resources that offer guided meditations specifically designed for beginners. It's like having a personal meditation coach in your pocket.
Oh, that's a great idea. I love the idea of having some guidance, especially in the beginning. It's less intimidating than trying to figure it all out on my own.
What about incorporating movement into meditation? I know you mentioned things like yoga and walking. How can those be helpful, especially for someone who might be feeling a bit stuck or restless? Movement can be a fantastic way to connect with your body and release any pent-up energy or tension. And for someone who's in a new environment, maybe feeling a bit homesick or disconnected from their usual routines, movement can be grounding and therapeutic.
That makes sense. It's like a way to reconnect with myself and my surroundings in a more physical way.
Exactly. And when you bring mindful awareness to movement, you're essentially turning everyday activities into opportunities for meditation.
So how would you suggest someone incorporate movement into their meditation practice? Any specific tips?
Here are a few. Try mindful walking. As you walk, pay attention to the sensations of your feet on the ground, the rhythm of your breath, and the sights and sounds around you. It's a great way to cultivate present moment awareness while getting some exercise and exploring your new surroundings. You can also try gentle yoga. Yoga combines physical postures with deep breathing and mindfulness, making it a wonderful way to release tension, improve flexibility, and cultivate a sense of inner peace.
I love that yoga seems like a great way to both relax and energize at the same time. And what about something as simple as stretching? I often find myself stretching instinctively when I'm feeling stressed or overwhelmed. Could that be a form of movement meditation?
Absolutely. Stretching is a wonderful way to release tension, improve circulation, and bring awareness to your body. Try incorporating some simple stretches into your daily routine.
So even something as simple as reaching for the sky or rolling my shoulders could be a mini meditation.
Exactly. It's about finding those little pockets of mindfulness throughout your day.
I love that idea. It's about making meditation accessible and integrating it into my life in a way that feels natural and enjoyable.
You got it. And remember, as you become more comfortable with meditation, you can gradually increase the duration of your sessions. Start with 5 minutes, then maybe work your way up to 10, 15, or even 20 minutes. But always listen to your body and honor your own pace.
So no need to pressure myself to meditate for an hour right off the bat.
Not at all. The most important thing is to find a rhythm that works for you and that you can sustain over time.
Consistency over intensity, just like with language learning. I'm starting to see the parallels here. So how do I know if I'm doing it right? Are there any signs that I'm on the right track with my meditation practice?
That's a great question. There's no one right way to meditate, but there are some common signs that your practice is having a positive impact. You might notice that you feel more relaxed and centered throughout the day, even when things get hectic. You might find that you're less reactive to stress and better able to handle challenging situations with a sense of calm.
So it's not just about feeling blissed out during meditation. It's about those benefits rippling outward into my daily life.
Exactly. You might also experience greater mental clarity, improved focus, and a deeper sense of self-awareness. And for someone in your situation learning a new language, you might even find that your ability to absorb new information and recall vocabulary improves.
That would be amazing. It's
Yeah.
like meditation is giving my brain a boost, helping me soak up all this new language and culture more effectively.
Precisely. And here's another sign you might be on the right track. You start to notice a shift in your internal dialogue. That inner critic that might have been holding you back, whispering doubts and fears, might start to quiet down a bit.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Mm.
It's like meditation is helping me become more confident and self-assured, both in my language learning and in my interactions with others.
Exactly. It's about cultivating a sense of inner peace and acceptance, which can be incredibly empowering, especially when you're navigating a new environment and facing new challenges.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into medication, what's one key takeaway you'd like to leave our listeners with? Something to remember as they embark on their own meditation journey.
I'd say this. Remember that meditation is a practice, not a destination. There will be days when your mind is busy, when you feel restless, when you'd rather be doing anything but meditating. That's okay.
So it's normal to have those days where I just can't seem to quiet my mind.
Absolutely. The key is to approach your practice with a sense of curiosity and non-judgment. Don't beat yourself up if you get distracted or if you miss a day. Just come back to it when you can.
It's like learning a new language. There will be days when I stumble over words and feel frustrated. But the important thing is to keep practicing and not give up.
Exactly. And just like with language learning, consistency is key. Even a few minutes a day practiced regularly can make a world of difference.
So it's about making that commitment to myself to show up for my meditation practice even when I don't feel like it.
You got it. And as you cultivate this practice of mindfulness, you'll not only be better equipped to handle the challenges of being in a new country and learning a new language, But you'll also be opening yourself up to a world of inner peace, clarity, and resilience that can enrich your life in countless ways.
It's like planting a seed that with time and care will blossom into something truly beautiful and transformative. So to all our listeners out there who are feeling a bit lost, overwhelmed, or simply curious about meditation, I encourage you to take that first step. Download a meditation app, find a quiet corner, and give yourself the gift of a few minutes of stillness. You might just be surprised at what you discover.
And remember, even a few minutes a week can make a world of difference.
And who knows, you might just unlock a newfound sense of calm, focus, and confidence that will help you not just survive, but thrive in this exciting new chapter of your life. Until next time, keep diving deep.